Hello there everyone, how you doing today? Welcome to my humble abode. Before we get started reading our Edgar Allan Poe poems today, I would like to ask you a favor. Cause YouTube seems to have deemed my channel as dead. Or so it seems. It really hurts to need to ask this, but if you could like and subscribe if you see this, it really helps a lot with the algorithm. And if I get enough of you to help, I might actually get back into the public eye. It's selfish to ask, I know, but please just like, subscribe, and comment. It would mean the world to me. The absolute world. Anywho, without further ado, let's get started. First story is Alone. From childhood hours I have not been, as others were, I have not seen, as others saw, I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken, my sorrow I could not awaken, my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I had loved, I loved alone. Then in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. Ooh, that's chilling, actually. Hmm. Next, I just. That was a very chilling story. It's like, ooh. Next story is called. Next poem. My bad. The next poem is The Divine Right of Kings by Edgar Allan Poe. The only king by right divine is Ellen King, and were she mine, I'd strive for liberty no more, but hug the glorious chains I wore. Her bosom is an ivory throne, where tyrant virtue reigns alone. No subject vice dare interfere to check the power that governs here. Oh, would ye deign to rule my fate? I'd worship kings and kingly state, and hold this maxim all life long. The king, my king, could do no wrong. Huh. Next story's going to be in Enigma. Seldom we find, says Solomon Dundunt, half an idea in the profoundest sonnet. Through all the flimsy things we see at once, as easily as through a Naples bonnet. Trash of all trash, how can Lady don it? Yet heavier far than your Petatron stuff. Owl downy nonsense that the faintest puff twirls into trunk paper the while you con it. And veritably soul is right enough. The general tuckermanity is all around. Bubbles ephemeral and so transparent. But this is now, you may depend upon it. Stable, opaque, immortal, all but dint of the dear names that he concealed within it. Okay. Last poem for today will be. Let's see here. Let's call it. Let's look for. Imitation. A dark, unfathomed tide of interminable pride. A mystery and a dream should my early life seem. I say that dream was fraught with a wild and waking thought of beings that have been, which my spirit hath not seen. Had I let them pass me by with a dreaming eye, let none of earth inherit that spirit, that vision of my spirit. Those thoughts I would control as a spell upon his soul. For that bright hope at last, and that light time have passed, and my worldly rest hath gone with a sigh as it passed on. I cannot, though it perish, with a thought I then did cherish. Thank you all for being here. I think that'll about do it for today. Yeah, that'll do it. It's late. I'm recording this at 7 at night, and it's. Yeah, I'm tired. It's sleepy hours. I'll see you later, my fang stars. Hasta la pasta.